is a chest guard.
It's gonna be a war.
Anybody who knows me will tell you that if I get hit, that's the time to go the other way.
Get her, baby! Get her!
Tight. Bang. Smack right in that left eyeball. You absolutely, positively must win.
But that's part of boxing.
Hello, I'm Bill Curtis. Boxing. It's not just for the boys anymore. In a world that was once the exclusive domain of men, women boxers are knocking down one of the last barriers for female athletes. In this episode of Inside Story, we follow two top-ranked women fighters, Kathy the Wildcat Collins and Leah the Kitten Mellinger, as they sweat, punch, and brawl their way to one of the biggest fights of the year. It's a rematch that will settle both a professional and a personal score. These women risk smashed noses, torn skin, and shattered hands in pursuit of their dream. This is the world of women's pro boxing. Lancaster, Pennsylvania may be one of the most serene places on earth. Its family farms and Amish tradition are centuries old. It's where former beauty queen Leah Mellinger was born and raised.
Contestant number 5, Leah Mellinger. If I was judging the Miss Lancaster County pageant, I would be looking for a young woman who was self-contained.
But for the 26-year-old Leah, her stunning good looks wouldn't be her ticket to fame and fortune. It would be her powerful jab that would lead the way.
Well, I've had my eardrum broken. I've had my one eardrum broken twice. A large gash above my eye. My nose is crooked. And I'm gonna have arthritis in 5 years.
When people find out that I'm a boxer, generally they first just don't believe me. They just look at me and say, nah, not you. And then they usually ask me to hit them. And men do this, hit me in the arm, punch my arm. I really got into it through karate. And this gym that I went to, you had to learn kickboxing, and then from kickboxing I went into boxing. The first time I had to hit someone, it was a guy, and I hit him, and I would just start laughing. And I don't really know why I was laughing. I think it was just this nervous laugh. Like, I think you're waiting for your mom to come up to you and say, don't hit people, that's terrible. And then I took my first fight, and it was in front of people, and I won. And I just thought, oh my God, this is great. You know, this is it. I just loved the feeling of winning.
Almost done, hang in there.
While her nickname in the ring is Kitten, she is anything but.
Okay, next set.
Since she turned pro in 1996, she's won 5 of her 8 fights. Once dismissed by boxing insiders, Leah is now considered one of the sport's rising stars.
Last set coming up.
That type of person at your family picnic that you can't even play a game of cards with before they lose their mind, that's the type of person that boxes. I mean, that's me. I can't play a game of Scrabble with anybody in my family, because if I don't win, I get pissed. And I think that that's what makes a good fighter. That inability, that unwillingness to lose, that furious, I am not gonna lose attitude is what makes a good fighter. And that's not angry. That's just, I'm not losing. We call it the retard factor.
You gotta do the face also. This is gonna be 100.
As far from the Amish countryside as you can get, Kathy Collins grew up a street-smart kid in New York, a kid who wasn't afraid to fight.
My first fight I ever had on the street, I got beat up. I came home and I was completely beat up, and my mother. She opened the door and I was standing there with a black eye and a bloody nose, and she looked at me and she asked me what happened, and I said, so-and-so beat me up. And she goes, really? And I'm crying. Yeah. She says, now you get back out there and you find that girl and you kick her butt and don't come home until you've done it. She slammed the door in my face.